Hi friends, this is Sarah from Crafting and Relaxing. Welcome. Thank you so very much for joining me. This is a collaboration put on by Bourbon Creek Crafts, who is Beth here on YouTube, and it's Smash That Small Pad. And we pick a pad from our stash and we smash it. And there's not really rules on what you make with it, but very often with a small pad, you make cards. I did cards and some journal items. I did 23 cards this month with Hello Fall from Cartabella. It's Cartabella and Echo Park collections, and maybe it's that I love fall too. They just mix and match so well. I was not tired of this. It was not a hard one. I didn't get down to the end and go, I don't know what to do. I have these left. Probably could easily make a 24th card out of these scraps. The scraps are sort of nice though when you want to use all these embellishments and accessories and junk journals. I like to have little scraps. So I'm definitely not going to throw them away, but I don't know that I'm going to make a 24th card because I've got a lot going on in here. I'll tell you about it at the end and just give you a quick snippet. First, let's take a look at, I made 2 pockets for journal cards. Imagine this on a page in a journal and then probably some sort of sentiment right here. I have a sticker, a leaf that is photo paper with alcohol ink on it. My friend Andrea made me those, and a bit of a sewing pattern right here, just because I wanted to be able to glue something under it right then, before I had a plan. And then here, a sticker and a cute little scrap that I wanted to make sure got into a journal. Then I'm just going to leave them. I'm going to put these in my junk journal stuff and they'll be ready to layer on with whatever I'm playing with. It's nice to have pockets ready. And I was down to my last piece of paper and I thought, what am I going to do? And I thought, well, if I cut it at 3 inches, I could make 2 pockets out of it. So that's what I did. I really was trying to make this paper go a long way. I didn't do the trick where you die cut out of the back layer. I wasn't that efficient about it, but I was having a great time. Wasn't sick of it at all. You saw in my video where I unpacked my stash how I chose this pad and what I got out to go with it. Then I also had this pumpkin set. I completely forgot that I had it. It's paper tray ink. It's gorgeous. They have nice fonts, really nice sets. Mary in Eugene had a sale last year where she was clearing out, and Noni picked this up for me because at the craft fair I got asked, do you have any Happy Thanksgiving cards? And I didn't. I know years ago I had a PSX Happy Thanksgiving, but it must be long gone or it's buried. I mean, there's some seasonal issues in my stash. So these pumpkins were from this set, and these pumpkins are great for me. You stamp the color and then you just stamp the black on it. I used Wild Honey Distress Oxide for my pumpkins, and they look pretty good. I mean, I could have used an orange marker, like a water-based marker, and colored them, but I lacked interest in that. So I just stamped them really quick and they came out fine. The Distress Oxide kind of gives them that natural, they're not perfect, speckled look. All of them have a scrap or a sticker on the inside. And I, in some places, use stickers or pieces of chipboard. I was playing with the leaf die that Ty's Crafty Spot gave me years ago. And this Autumn Blessings and the Happy Fall are from that same stamp set. Ooh, I love this one. I don't know where the package is. Oh, Technique Tuesday. Mary in Eugene made a card with, I think, this exact stamp the other day. I took a walk in the woods and I came out taller than the trees. And that's a Thoreau quote. And it made me think of it. So when I had this tree paper, I was like, oh, I have got to get that out. She's on Instagram. That's where I watch her. And I don't know if her account's public, actually. I used some of the paper. I only had the one piece left, and then I stamped trees down here with Versamark, the trees from that set. Really like how that turned out, but I'm a tree lover. Hey there, Foxy. I was just excited to use up a piece of chipboard. Happy Fall, and I used a chipboard pumpkin. I think this one's really cute. I mean, it's so simple, and I mixed and matched collections, but I like it. Whew, this one got away from me a little. I don't dislike the washi, but I checked the space and length on this before I put the washi on, and then I didn't love it after. The idea of it, not bad, but I would have liked it with a wider strip of yellow. I think I had already cut it. And, got to bring in the washi now and then. I completely forgot to use like the copper colored paper that I have quite a bit of. Thankful, grateful, and blessed, and I put some stickers. These were cut aparts that I pulled out from my stash because I forgot that I had sentiments. Oh, look at these triangle cards. These triangle cards are a Jess Crafts template, and I modified it a bit. I know, because I never follow rules, but I used 3-inch squares because then I could make more of these cards out of a sheet of paper. So hers is a little bigger, so you don't have as much white, or in my case, red under there. So she would have just had the card base showing, I think. So I have more layers of paper, but less of the patterned paper overall. Anyway, if you're not familiar with Jess Crafts, be sure and check her out. And if you want help finding anything that I mentioned, leave comments down below. And if I don't know, somebody else will help us. So happy fall. It was a cut apart from a different paper thing. Thankful, grateful, and blessed. This paper, this Echo Park pad, didn't have any cut aparts, which is probably why it was so easy, because all of the papers were very flexible. Look at this. Hello, pumpkin. Happy fall, y'all. Autumn leaves and a leaf paper, and then a tree losing its leaves, and lots of chipboard usage here. And you can still mail these. This will mail just fine. What I was thinking for these was the craft fair that I'm going to do for Veterans Day, but also I would mail these. Like, if they don't sell or something, then I can mail them out to you guys. I mean, look at this. It's super cute. Happy fall. Some of Andrea's alcohol ink leaves, and then a chipboard hedgehog, right? Is that a hedgehog? I think so. So cute. Okay, let me tell you about these. I had a plan, and then I modified it at the last second and kind of confused myself. I used a punch because it's faster than a die. I used a scalloped circle because it's what I had. I kind of was looking for like one of those little cute little postage stampy punches. I'd love to have one of those. I don't have squares or rectangles because I always think I can cut them, and then I remember, that's slower. But I was going to do 6 on a card and then put happy fall right here. It looked kind of cluttered, so I threw them out. But I had the layout done. See, light was supposed to go here, light was supposed to go here, dark was supposed to go here. So it's kind of weird the way it ended up, but it's not terrible. I put the leaf on there to feel better about myself. Then I kind of did the same thing here. I had some sort of plan, and then I ended up with the 2 natural ones and the 2 geometrics together, but I don't think they were supposed to be like that. Anyway, I like the idea of this card. I just need to work on the execution a little bit. And I like it actually with the strip of paper that goes all the way across, if you have it, because this was too busy a background for me, and a solid right there in the middle would have toned it down. Okay, I like this one. This one I'm kind of in love with, and it was at the end when you just have to use those papers because that's what's left. Trucks, acorns, they're solely based on their colors and their layout. And then this was already that size, and this one was too big, so I cut it down. And then Get Well Soon, and it's layered on the tiny polka dot paper from this collection, which I did like, but I think there was something cute on the other side. Some of these, there was cute stuff on both, so it was hard. Thanks. I borrowed this stamp from Noni. It's an old Stampin' Up! One. And then I realized I had my own sentiment, so I cleaned it and returned it before I lost it. Aren't you impressed? This one could probably use some enamel dots and these negative stamps. I think it would have been a little better maybe had I not put it on white. Had I just put it, it's so big, so it's tricky to do it in a patterned paper thing, but it would have been kind of cool on the craft color here with the chocolate ink, and then move this up and make it smaller. Like, I like it, but it could have been better, just layout wise. Autumn Blessings. I think I have another, 2 trucks. I tried 2 different things. This one was tags that one of you sent me, and you were thinking school stuff, red and yellow, but they're still sitting on the counter, so I cut one. I put a giant pumpkin in there because I didn't have little pumpkins, and a Happy Thanksgiving. Could use some enamel dots or something, right? And Autumn Blessings. better truck. It's a metallic red. It was in some stuff my friend Andrea was giving away. It's like Tim Holtz red. And then I put little tiny pumpkins, but I didn't actually fussy cut them, so they're in circles. And a little flower on here for autumn blessings. I love the trucks. This one was, gosh, I want to use up a lot of those stickers. So scrap of paper that I had, that started it. Then I put the sticker, autumn blessings. Then I put a pie. Then there was a weird spot, so I put that. I like it. Happy Thanksgiving. Okay, do you remember, I think you had to go to school in the U.S., and I don't know, maybe you have to be about my age, but do you remember weaving for your placemats and talking about Thanksgiving? So I was sitting in bed at night, and I had my little die cutter and some glue and scissors, I don't know, and I was die cutting these pumpkins because I had stamped them and let them dry. By the way, the stem is brown because I didn't have a green marker. I returned a whole bunch of markers to my sister, and now I'm like, maybe I should have kept them. So then I had all these little tiny 1/4-inch strips because I had cut a giant batch of these craft papers the night before, and they were in my tray. So I'm just sitting there with my die cutter, and I'm die cutting pumpkins and the leaves. And then I started like doing a little basket weaving. And so that's what that is. It's those craft scraps woven, and then I glued it onto here. Like first I just kept it flat, like in kindergarten or grade school or something. And then I glued around the edges and then glued it. It's kind of fun. I don't know, something different. You can make your own embellishments. You don't have to always buy stuff, right? Get well soon. Okay, I love this. It was the scrap card at the end, and I thought, well, if it's going to be a November craft fair, I probably need some different sentiments. And, get well. It's very seasonal, but I think you could give it to a man, like it's gender neutral. Maybe you could pull off all these browns more times a year. Here's another one. This might be my favorite. I don't know. It's ridiculous. It's so simple. It has the tree stamp, a nice leaf paper, another nice leaf paper, and I cut them small enough to leave a space between them. And then I used my oval dies. These are I don't know, that doesn't sound right. The ones that aren't as squished that I bought before. It's not Echo Park, is it? No. Anyway, they're the oval infinity dies of the people that make all the dies. Anyway, I don't know. If you need to know, Noni will know and she can tell us. Okay, I just love it. And then 2 little tiny stickers. I don't know. I think that might be my favorite. And then I put that one on the inside. Is that ridiculous? That's why I make simple cards. I like them. Okay, here's a Happy Thanksgiving. I used a little chipboard flower and then 2 of Andrea's leaves. I know very often we talk about how we should have 3, but the leaves, I just couldn't quite figure out. They're of a size where I felt crowded with 3, and I tried to swirl them around and try them, so I stuck with 2. That's also an example of maybe if I play with this type of embellishment more or this shape, I'll get better at it, or maybe 2 is the right answer. Okay, I hope you enjoyed my cards. Be sure to check out Beth here on YouTube, Bourbon Creek Crafts, and then also in the description down below, you're going to find Stampin' Cat on Instagram. So go check Kathy out and see what she smashed. I know she's been hard at work too. And that is it. I'm pretty proud of myself. I started it Saturday night, and this is Monday. But I didn't work today, so, I definitely had some more time. But, I started it like Saturday at like 9, I think, p.m. I said I would tell you what's going on. In my most recent video where I went through my fall stash, I gave you some updates on what I'd been up to. I have cleaned up. Then today, our other neighbor gave me a whole bunch of stuff that she picked up in an estate sale for Noni and I. So Noni's playing with the stamps, and I've been going through cards and envelopes. I did make a video when I went through that. You'll probably see it after this. Thanks so much for watching. I will be back again soon. Bye-bye.